What's good, Tall Boys? Welcome to Project Harmony, and today we are going to be talking about certain jobs that you can do that will help you get laid like a rock star. Because can you imagine having a lifestyle where people actually pay you to meet girls? They pay you to sleep with girls, right? Dude, you're pretty much gonna be a gigolo. And the best part about this is these jobs are 100% legal and they're very easy to get into. Because a lot of guys think that for you to actually get a lot of girls, you need to do something that's super high status, like being an engineer, being an entrepreneur, being a doctor, being a lawyer. But check it out, bro. You don't need to even do those jobs. Those jobs take a lot of school, a lot of efforts. Man, the barrier to entry is high. But today I'm going to share with you guys six that are so easy to start that will help you get laid like crazy. And let's just get right into the very first one. And this one is going to help you a lot when it comes to communication. Because check it out, guys. We all know that for you to get ladies, man, you got to really work on your mouthpiece. And this job right here is going to really help you, first of all, with getting over your fear of approaching. It's going to help you get over your fear of closing the deal. It's going to make you seem a lot more personable. And you're going to find it easier for you to attract not just girls, but people into your life and also make tons of money. And this job, guys, is sales. Sales. Let me tell you something, bro. This hands down was one because I have actually worked in sales for years. I had a period where I was actually selling, or that's some home home insurance, right? Guys, I want you to think about this. Think about how much persuasion you need to have to call somebody on the phone and get them to shell out thousands of dollars without ever meeting you. Boys, you getting a job in sales is going to help you immensely, especially if you do something like door to door sales. Because when you go door to door, you are going to learn very, very, very quickly the real secret about dating, and that is a numbers game. Because any salesman will tell you you're not going to get 100%. You're not going to get 100% of the girls you meet. You're not going to close 100% of the deals you sit in front of. And for you to be a very efficient salesperson, one thing my mentor taught me was this: the best salespeople tend not to be the most skilled a lot of times, but they tend to be the ones that can get over rejection the fastest. Because when you get good at sales, bro, you're going to learn how to project a very confident aura, a very confident image, and you'll be able to handle rejection a lot better. And as you get better with sales, you actually be able to turn things around. Because one skill that's actually very, very useful for a lot of guys when it comes to dealing with women is something called objection handling. Now, if you guys are not in the Discord, if you are in there, you probably see me talk about these stuff when it comes to text game, where you guys give me your text game reports or your field reports, and I give you guys feedback. And you probably noticed that a lot of the times I'll be talking about things that help you deal with rejection or deal with objections. Because whenever somebody's about to make a buying decision, right, they will bring up objections because they are looking for you to give them more information before they make the sale. And it's the same exact thing with girls. Because let's just say, for example, you do have your image on point, you have everything on point, you're smooth, you're dapper, but then a girl is not sure about going out on a date with you, or she wants to talk on the app a little bit longer, or she wants to get to know you a bit more, or she wants to make you take her to a fine dining restaurant when you just want to do coffee. By having sales skills, you will actually learn some techniques that will help you be able to shift people mindsets from this to where you want to go. Okay. So this is one of the biggest jobs that you can learn. When I learned sales, bro, actually, let me tell you this. For me, One of the times that I was getting laid the most was actually when I was selling fitness packages in a gym. Okay. And to sell a fitness package, guys, you need to look for clients. Clients will just come to you. You have to go up to people, you have to strike up a conversation, you need to build interest, intrigue. Then you need to set up a meeting to close them. Now, everybody in the chat, what does that sound like? What does that sound like? Like if you're a trainer in a gym, you're trying to build up your business, you got to go talk to potential clients. You got to get them intrigued about what it is that you offer. And you got to find a way to get them into a session where you can close them. What does that sound like? Cold approach. Cold approach. And it's funny, I noticed that the more I worked that muscle, the more money I made in personal training, the more girls I also got because those skills transferred directly when it came to women. So if you're not doing a sales job, bro, I'm telling you, get into that and that shit will change your life. But this is actually not the only job that is great for getting girls. In fact, this next one is probably even better. And this one, guys, has to do with women's vanity. Because I think we all know this, guys. Women care a lot about their image. They put on makeup so they look beautiful for us. They always think about what's in style, what's trendy. They are always looking to get the best images of themselves online because they want to flex. They want to show off to everybody else. So, what do you think a job? So, what do you think is a very good job that can take advantage of women's narcissism and their need for attention? Photography. Oh my God, boys. You guys know that I do YouTube, obviously. And when I was more active on Instagram, I used to take a lot of photos, right? And I noticed something. When I started posting more photos on IG, I actually used to have girls in my social circle that would ask me, "Hey, who took your photos?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I did them. I used a tripod, I set things up." And these girls got really intrigued and they were like, "Yo, could you actually help me take some photos?" And guys, what do you think ended up happening with some of those situations? So you see, boys, another reason why photography can help you a lot with girls because one, you already have something that they want, but also as a photographer, you are gonna get yourself in situations that are more isolated with girls. They'll feel more comfortable around you. And also, as a very good photographer, a skill that you need to learn how to develop is how to make people comfortable. Because have you guys ever seen photos where maybe the person looks beautiful or the person looks handsome? They have a nice style, they're well presented. But then when you look at the photo, the person looks kind of stiff, right? Their poses are very stiff. And actually, that's not only the fault of the model, that's also the fault of the photographer. Because when you take photos, right, one skill you need to develop is learn how to make the subject comfortable so they can relax. Because I don't know if you guys know this, right? For girls to get aroused, one thing they need is to feel relaxed. So, as a photographer, you're going to actually learn some verbal techniques to get people to calm down. And another benefit of this too is when you're taking photos of girls, there's something that you're going to be doing that a lot of guys don't realize actually helps you a lot with getting laid. Do you guys know what that is? It starts with a C. If you're in the live right now, like the live and also comments. What do you think this thing is that starts with a C that helps you a lot with photography? You know what? I'm not going to tell you yet. In fact, I'm just going to the next thing because I'm going to reveal it in the next few jobs because this C thing, actually, you use it in the next other jobs as well. Now, so photography, communication, no, no, no. Guys, let me know what you think the C thing is, okay? Let me know in the comments. I'll tell you later. Now, when you take photos of girls, right? there is something else that there's some activity that girls do that they love to take a lot of photos of, right? So if you look on IG, you probably notice all these girls posting videos or photos of them when they go to Ibiza, when they go to Dubai, when they go to like New York Fashion Week, right? So that means girls love to travel. They love to get new experiences. And this next job can help you take advantage of that. And that is being a tour guide. So you see, muchachos, towel boys, when you are a tour guide, you get girls when they are the most free. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but for a lot of times, right, for girls to hook up with you, they need to feel like there's not going to be any judgments, that their reputation is not in danger. Because a lot of times, guys, why girls don't hook up with you when they're locals is because, first of all, when you're a local guy, they kind of see that, okay, if I hook up with this guy, maybe he could become my boyfriend. So I need to show my best image. But when they are on vacation, they are a lot more relaxed. They are a lot more open minded. They are in a mindset where they feel a lot more adventurous. They want to experience new things, see new things. And then when you, as the tour guide, are taking them through all these experiences, showing them the best places, showing them the coolest restaurants, the best clubs, you're not only giving them experiences, but they're paying you for it. And you're also leading them all the way through. And guys, what do you think is going to happen at the end of the night or near the end of the vacation? A lot of times, these girls are meeting a bunch of guys. These guys don't know what they're doing, but you have been there with them the entire time, giving them good experiences. They now start to attribute that to you, and then they now start to get a little bit more flirtatious with you. They start becoming more open. They want to experience what it's like to hook up with the tour guide. And boys, I'm telling you, nothing gets easier than that, bro. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. But even though giving tours is a great way for you to get into girls' panties, right? You can also get another job that can also get you to take advantage of girls being a lot more open and being in the mind of hooking up. This one actually takes a little bit, this one is actually like a combination of sales and I guess like a tour guide. It's a combination of the two. And that is being a promoter. Guys, I don't know if you know this, right? But years back, I did some promoting, very light. Like actually, one of my friends was the main promoter. I just helped him out sometimes, right? It wasn't like really a big thing for me. It was like a side gig. But that job right there got me so much boom. It was ridiculous. And this is why. Because first of all, as a promoter, you get paid. You get paid for every girl you bring into the club. Okay. You get paid per head. Now, for a lot of us guys, when it comes to approaching girls, we can tend to get anxiety because we tend to think that, okay, you know what, I need to talk to this girl and it needs to work. I need to lay her. We're thinking about our PPs here, right? But when you're a promoter, you look at girls a little bit more differently. You are thinking about getting this girl just to get her into the club. So when you actually go approach girls, your mindset is a little bit different. You go approach them and you're not actually just selling yourself. You are selling the establishment. You're selling the event. And you get a lot of girls to buy into that. So already as a promoter, you already have inbuilt value because you are the guy where all the fun happens through, right? I think we all know this, right? Any guy that's young, you all know a girl that has the phone number of a promoter in her phone. Why? Because the promoter is the barrier to fun. Okay. Then when you get them into the club, When you're a promoter, do you know what the club gives you to entice girls in? Guys, they give you a table. They give you a table. I don't know if you guys ever been to clubs, but have you ever noticed that all the hot girls are at the tables? All the hot girls are with the ballers, right? Why? Because, guys, in clubs, when you're on a table, it signifies that you have status. And the thing is, a lot of these girls, man, that let's be real, man. Girls that go to club, they're looking for attention and they're looking for attention from the highest status males. But when you are a promoter, you don't have to pay for a table. In fact, you get paid to be at the table. Okay. And when you are there, they give you guys drinks, right? And they tell you, okay, you can only give girls this amount of drinks. So as a promoter, you also have to serve girls drinks on your table. Now, guys, you are really now the barrier of fun because these girls want to get drunk. They want to have fun. They want to get lit, right? And you're giving them free drinks. So they will come to you, they will flirt with you, they'll flirt with you to get some drinks, they'll dance with you, they'll do all this stuff. And yes, I'm not gonna lie to you, as a promoter, some of the girls will use you for drinks. I'm not gonna lie. But why does it matter? Because even if they use you for drinks, my guy, you didn't have to pay. You got it for free. You got it for free. And then the best part about this, guys, is that when you are promoting, you don't only get the girls that you invite, you also get girls that are in the club. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but do you know the best way to attract women? It's actually not your looks, it's not money. The best way to attract women, guys, is to have women. So when you're promoting, you already have this thing built in where the women around you. So even if the women around you are just using you for alcohol, it doesn't freaking matter because other girls in the club will be looking at you and they'll be like, ooh, who is that guy? Why is that girl grinding up on him? Why are these girls all around him laughing at his jokes? He must be cool. He must have something that all these other guys don't have. And they're going to come to you. And at the end of the night, bro, it's easy. I remember when me and my friend were promoting, bro. I swear to God, it was like almost every single time we went out, we hooked up. It was insane. It was insane, dude. So, bro, if actually there was only one job you could pick from this list, it will have to be this one, my guy. Hold up a second, man. It will have to be this one. But here's the thing, though, because I actually do know there were some promoters, man, in our club that even though they were promoters, they could get girls back to their house, but those guys could not close for crap. And one thing I noticed why they couldn't close was because these guys did not know how to turn girls on physically. They didn't know how to touch girls to make girls feel those oof, those sparks. They didn't know how to make girls feel very comfortable with their touch. They didn't know how to physically escalate. And this next job is going to help you a lot with this because with this job, bro, you get paid literally to make girls comfortable using just your hands. And this job, you know what it is? Take a guess, guys. Let me wait for like 5 seconds. What do you think this job is that people pay you to make girls comfortable using just your hands? Massage. Oh, yes. Massage. I don't know. Okay, if you guys are in the Discord, you might see some of the late reports of guys like P. Haynes. I don't know if T Mac uses this, right? But guys, one of the best ways you can physically escalate on a woman is to give her a massage. And when you're a massage therapist, They teach you all the points in a woman that actually are trigger points that make them feel relaxed. Okay. Because here's the thing, when it comes to horizontal cardio, a lot of girls, when it's with a new guy, they can feel kind of nervous about it. They don't know how to pace things, they don't know how to feel about it. But when you know how to massage a girl, you're doing two things at once. You are making her relaxed. She's gonna feel a lot more comfortable. She's gonna get used to your touch, right? And as you're touching her some more, something also tends to happen. She gets aroused. You touch her here. You know all the right spots to touch. You touch her on her trap, her neck. You can touch her on the side right there, her inner thigh. You can give her a booty massage. Guys, I don't know if you guys know this, but giving girls booty massages turns them on, bro. And the thing is, when you are a massage therapist, you actually know all these spots and you can actually do that in public, but a bit more subtle, of course, because you don't want to be freaking like, you don't want to be freaking groping a girl out in public, but you can kind of like put your hands on her trigger points right there. You can grab like the side of her waist where you know where that trigger point is, and that will actually make girls feel a little bit aroused. And in your presence, when you touch them, they're gonna be like, man, how the hell does this guy get me horny? But that's because with your job as a massage therapist, you learned all the right places to touch a woman to turn them on. Because guys, it's not just only about your mouthpiece, right? Physical escalation is another big part about laying a lot of girls. And as a massage therapist, they'll actually teach you how to do this in a very smooth and calculated way. Now, for the last job, guys, has to do with the thing I call about C, and it actually combines almost everything I talked about. It combines sales, it combines massage, it combines aspects of promoting because this job will actually get you a good amount of pre-selection. It also it also applies the need for communication that you learn from sales too. Now, for this job, guys, you are going to be helping girls look sexy and not with their clothes, but you're going to help them shape their body so that they can attract their dream guy. And this job is a personal trainer. Oh my God, guys. Guys, being a personal trainer has to be one of the easiest ways for you to get laid. No cap, right? Yes, at first it is hard to start because you got to learn some sales, right? But you're going to notice that once you get a few clients, especially if your few clients are hot, what then tends to happen is you get more clients because people see you doing your job, they see you doing your job good, and they want to work with you, especially when you work out with all the hot chicks, right? But the real thing that personal training helps you with more than all those other jobs is it helps you learn how to build compliance. Compliance. Remember what I said about being a photographer, right? When you want to lay a chick, it's not only about attraction, because I think we've all experienced this where you meet a girl, she's very attracted to you, but for some reason you just cannot close. And the reason why you can't close is because you didn't build enough compliance with that girl. You did not get her used to following your orders. As a personal trainer, right? You learn how to connect with your clients emotionally, but you also learn how to get them to actually listen to you, how to do what you tell them to do. And every time somebody complies, they're more likely to comply the next time and the next time and the next time. And also, when you're a personal trainer, it actually puts you in a sense of authority. Okay. Because I think we all know this, that how often do girls have flings with their bosses? Or how often do girls get attracted to their bosses? Do you guys ever wonder why that happens? Do you ever wonder why you have a boss and he's ugly as hell, right? But it seems like a lot of girls are attracted to him. And the reason why, guys, is because he's in a place of authority and he is giving girls orders. And I don't know why this is, but it's weird. The more girls follow your orders, the more attracted they are to you because in their brain somewhere they now say, "Oh, he is the leader. This is the boss." And women are just genetically wired to be more sexually attracted to males that are in dominant positions. Okay. So being a personal trainer can help you with that immensely. I can't tell you how many times as a trainer, I'll start working out with a client. And then I guess because of all the compliance that I built, these girls will now start sending you progress photos. They'll now start asking you to go out with them. They'll now start inviting you to things, right? Why that is because of all the compliance that you built. And also because you're a personal trainer, you have to take care of your appearance. So you do look good. But really, it's the compliance and the comforts that you built with these girls while working this job. So, boys, if you do these 6 jobs, I'm telling you, these jobs, they're going to train you to improve your communication skills, your seduction skills, and you're going to get laid purely by accident just doing these, right? So if you're currently struggling with approaching girls, meeting girls, get a job in any of these 6 things. And I'm telling you, boys, in the next 6 months, your social and dating life is going to be on a whole nother level. So at this point now, guys, let's now do some question and answer. Oh, and if you're in the live right now, like the live, my guy. Like the live. There we go. Oh, where's my water? Mm. Welcome to the live, boys. We just went over 6 jobs that can help you get laid like a rock star. That can help you develop your social and seduction skills. And right now, we are doing question and answer about anything dating and relationships. I can vouch for as a PT actually is. Yeah, bro, it really is. Being a personal trainer is crazy, man. There are a lot of skills that you learn. What are the 6 jobs? For anybody that missed it, the 6 jobs were being in sales, being a photographer, being a tour guide, being a promoter, being a massage therapist, and being a personal trainer. And the good thing about these jobs, guys, is that honestly, they don't take a lot of effort to get into. You can get into these jobs very easily. The barrier of entry in these jobs is very low. But the only thing about these jobs, though, is that the training on the job can be demanding, especially sales. Like a lot of people in sales tend to quit, especially. But if you can actually stick through sales, you're gonna get very good at influencing people. Is the pay good though? It depends on the person. It depends on your skills. Actually, with all these jobs, for example, sales, actually, all of these jobs, maybe except for massage therapist and tour guide, I don't know too many massage therapists that make six figures, but I know people that have all these jobs, sales, photographer, club promoter, personal trainers that make well over six figures. But it depends on the person. So you need to develop the skills to be able to make six figures, because these are not jobs like, these are not regular jobs that's like, oh, you work in accounting, or oh, you do TPS reports. No, you have to actually develop real skills with people, real persuasion skills. The better your skills are at persuasion in any of these jobs, the more money you're gonna make. Just like with promoters. I know promoters that were not even making up to 5 grand in a year. But I also know promoters that are making like 300, 500K in a year. Crazy. How to build compliance. You have to get them through compliance asks. For example, you telling a girl to give you her number, compliance. You getting her to come out on a date, compliance. You getting her to allow you to touch her, compliance. You telling her to show you, you telling her to show you something on her phone, compliance. You telling her to do something, compliance. You telling her to move here, compliance. Think about compliance is anytime the girl is following your orders, is compliance. Make sense? Now, how you build compliance too is a skill set, because sometimes when you ask for compliance, you didn't build enough value. And if you ask for compliance and you get no, 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 you're actually going to bomb. How to start a promoting job. Okay, for a promoting job, though, I will say this. You do need to have some skills with cold approach. All right, because for promoting, you need to know how to go talk to girls and open girls. All right. Now, the best way to get a job as a promoter is, first of all, you got to develop your skills to be able to actually like get girls to come out to meet you for clubs or whatever. So you can get a bunch of girls, you can meet girls out and about and then tell them, hey, I'm going to go out to this party. You should come. When the girls come, you can go to a club and you can now ask the bar, what do you call it? What's his name? Who do you ask? The bouncer. You ask the bouncer, hey, who's promoting tonight? He'll tell you, this guy, this guy, this guy. Oh, can I get one of them? Because I have all these girls here. I have 3, 4 girls here. They're here to party, and I want to make sure they have a good time. Okay. The promoter is going to come out. And as a promoter, remember, as a promoter, you get paid per head, right? Now, when that promoter comes out, he's going to be like, holy shit, this is my lucky day. This guy brought me 4 girls for free. You now ask the promoter if these girls can stay at his table. He's going to say yes, because he's going to get paid, right? Now, when you are on the table, you make friends with him. You now tell him like, hey, man, I'm actually, I just moved to town and I'm also like looking to get more girls into places like this. Are you looking for a sub promoter? Because I can help you get girls. He is then going to give you a job as a sub promoter, and then you can now get girls for him. You now start to build a reputation, and eventually you now get your own gig. Okay. That's one way. Another way of doing it is you can actually not have any girls you meet. You could just pick up girls on the streets, right? Tell girls that, hey, I'm at this table, come with me. You now go to the club, you do the same exact thing. Or you can go into the club. You can go into the club. You can actually meet girls in the club, right? Tell them you have a table. Just walk up to the table and then I'll talk to the promoter about, hey, I always have girls here. I'd like to bring more girls for you. do you have a sub promoting gig? Believe me, guys, a lot of promoters they need girls. And when you do that, you are a guy of value because you're making their job so much easier. Okay. So you do need some social skills for this. But the thing is, this will probably give you a lot more motivation to work on your cold approach skills because you now know, okay, it's not just about getting laid. This is going to help me actually get paid. Did that help, Luca? All right, we are doing question and answer right now. They can. Bouncers can get play. Yeah, they can. Oh, bro, yeah, man, dude, just throw parties at your place, bro. Also, that's another thing about being a promoter. When you're a promoter, you don't only need to throw parties at clubs because you have all these girls. You can throw parties at your house or you can throw events. Actually, that's actually something that you need to do as a promoter because a lot of times to get girls to actually come out because girls are very flaky. A lot of times you're going to need to do pregame. So you pregame at your house, right? You get all these girls to come to your place and then you now take them with you to the club, which is great because when you get girls to come to your house, compliance, these girls are probably more interested in you as well as a person. Now, after the end of the night, you're gonna have some stragglers. You're gonna have some girls that stick around, and usually those are the ones that are the most down to hook up. Okay. Or if you don't want to take them to a club, you can just do a party in your place, man. But to do that, you are going to need to invite some cool dudes too. It can't just be you. If you have like 10 girls and you're the only guy there, they're not gonna stick around. You need to also have cool guys as well that you can invite to the party. Ideally, you want to have cool guys that also know how to talk to girls, that they can also invite some girls to your place too. All right, Luca. So Luca, man, even though the IG thing works, oh yeah, also being a promoter will help you build up your IG. You do need that physical connection with the girls too. Okay, don't just do it only through IG. You do want to meet them in person to build that connection. Yo, I swear, that's probably the best job, man. Promoting, damn. Promoting, dude, you just get fucking so much poon. If you know what you're doing. Because actually, this is crazy though. Okay, here's a crazy thing, guys. When me and my friend were promoting, we used to pull girls every weekend. And actually, some of the promoters were like, bro, how do you do it, man? Like, how is it that every single weekend you're leaving with a different girl? I'm like, I don't know. I was actually surprised. I'm like, bro, how the hell are you able to get all these girls here, but you're not able to close? It was wild. There were actually some promoters that were not getting laid. Wild. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, what we're doing right now, guys, we're doing question and answer. We are in the question and answer phase of the live. You can ask questions about the jobs, and you can also ask questions about any other dating stuff or seduction stuff you need help with. Speaking about one of the jobs I was talking about was tour guide too. And actually, it's kind of funny. I have a routine that I do online because I'm in LA and I live close to LAX. So I tend to match with a lot of girls that are on vacation. And whenever a girl tells me that she is on vacation, I'll be like, oh, nice. Oh, you're new here. How long are you going to be here for? She'll tell me, I'm here for blah, blah, blah days. I'm like, cool. You know what? I can be your tour guide. And they always say, oh, that's great. That's great. And I also tell them, but you know what, girl? I have to warn you though. She always says, warn me about what? I tell her that after we hang out, you might never want to go back home because you felt madly in love. They always laugh. Oh, well, I guess I'll take my chances. Oh, that shit is so funny. And I always give them the best tour in town. I take them to my favorite spot in town called Pound Town. Yo, if you guys can also, if you can move to a city that attracts a lot of tourists, man, that's gonna make your life easier too. All right, we're doing question and answer. CSM fam says, I'm in college and I stand out because I'm the tallest student around 6'4". How should I go about cold approaching on campus without gaining notoriety? You can't really do that, man. If you're going to approach girls on campus, it's going to happen, unfortunately. What you could do is you could do more indirect. You can start off indirect, open girls with situational openers, vibe, maybe only flirt with them if they kind of show you some interest, and then invite them out. But it's going to happen, bro. They're going to know you as that guy. You can't go around that. But I will also say this, man, if you are in college, you do want to be careful about um, spam approaching. You don't want to spam approach on college, okay? Because if you go to school there, because here's the truth, man. When you approach girls, all girls are not going to be into you, right? And if you are approaching 20, 30 girls a week in college, yeah, some of them will like you. But we also live in an era where things are a bit more woke, and some of them actually report you, bro. So you want to be careful. So you can approach on college, bro. But the thing is, you don't want to overdo it because if you mess up a few approaches, they they could actually report you, and you might not be allowed to be on campus anymore. Okay, that's actually a real thing, and you want to consider that. It wasn't like that before. Like 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. But nowadays, if you're approaching on campus, you do want to be careful. I'm just gonna keep it real, especially if you go to school there. Yeah, yeah. You can have friendly conversations, but on campus, I will say this: if you're in college, be careful with direct approaches. Do not do direct approaches, man. It's risky. It is very, very, very risky, man. Like if you don't go to school there and you just go to campuses to pick up girls, it could work. But if you actually go to school there, don't do direct approaches, man. Well, at least not all the time. Like you could do it maybe once a week, twice a week. But if you're like doing a lot, woo, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble. Direct at least. But if you open like, oh, I'm a friendly guy, what's good? What's up with you? I've been gaming in class. Well, yeah, that's cool. It works better if you can game like in the cafeteria, the quad, the park. The cafeteria is one of the best places to game, or the quad, or when girls are walking to class, you know. Honestly, the best way in college is, bro, if you are in college and you want to get laid a lot, bro, Greek life. Greek life. Get involved with frats and sororities. That'll make your life so much easier. Honestly. Like if you're in college, you shouldn't be thinking about cold approach. You should be thinking about social game. Honestly. You want to be thinking about, okay, how can I get into this fraternity? How can I make uh, friends and boys with the kappas, with the alphas, right? Because those guys have access to parties and girls go to those parties. And if you can get in there, bro, you're solid. You're solid. When I was in college, I got laid the most when I was in fraternity. I was still getting play with girls that used to like holler at like randomly, but I got laid the most. It was not even freaking a competition when I was in a frat. I'm in a community college up to next semester. All right. Same rule applies, bro. So yeah, bro, just be careful with your direct approaches. It's not a good idea. All right, let's continue question and answer. Are you guys familiar with wheat waffles? Like for example, I remember I was watching a video of wheat waffles where he was doing those videos where he talks to girls on campus, and then one of the girls reported him, and then he was crying. Oh, can you believe that these girls reported me? I was being nice. I was being respectful. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do you know why she reported him? She reported him because she saw him approaching a lot of girls. That's also what's going to get you in trouble. If you approach a lot of girls at once, you are going to get in trouble in college because they're going to notice you. Okay. You got to think about keeping like more low key. More low key vibes, bro. I'm not one of those guys that's going to tell you BS. That's going to be like, oh, boys, you can do anything you want. Just be confident. Just go out there and be yourself and be confident. No, you also want to have sense. You also want to have common sense, bro. Hey, you can avoid it. Dude, this is the best way to approach girls on college and not get in trouble. Don't approach a lot of girls in succession. Don't approach 10 girls in one day, 20 girls in one day. Don't do that. Okay. You're going to get in trouble. Don't approach direct. Don't go up to girls and say shit like, hey, I thought you were attractive and I came to say hi. Don't say stupid shit like that. That's going to get you in trouble. Okay. In college, you want to be a bit more, you want to be smarter. Don't approach everything that's walking. Select your targets. Be careful. When you approach them with things that are indirect, situational, things that are going on in the environment, maybe something that she's reading. Starts very low key. Low key. If the girl is now showing you signs of attraction, that is now when you can kind of like, up the charisma a bit. You can now start flirting with her more because you now know, okay, this girl is game. But if you now start doing that with a girl that is not receptive and you do that a lot, ooh, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble. Okay. So, bro, you can approach in college, but you want to be a bit more methodical about it. Okay. You understand? Because remember, boys, when you watch these YouTube videos of these guys that do it, these guys that do these videos where they approach girls on campuses, you have to remember these things are for views. These things are for views, and these guys usually don't go to school there. They don't have anything to lose. You do. So be careful. All right, let's continue. Question and answer. Yeah, I'll start making videos at some point. I will start making videos at some point. I'm doing streaming right now because of time. It's a time management thing. But when I kind of like handle more business backend stuff, I'll be able to have more time to make more content. Because guys, man, I hope you do know that making a video, when I make a video, it's not like sit down, talk, blah 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 blah, edits up. It takes a while, dude. It takes a while to do a video. And remember, I have 2 channels. So until I get the back end stuff with some help to help me actually pump out more content, I can't do that. So yeah, I'm streaming right now, but eventually I'll start doing more videos. This is a temporary thing. But I'm not going to stop streaming. I'm going to keep streaming. I see value in doing streams, but I'm also going to do more tailored content that's like very short videos, like 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10-minute videos on top of the streams. I give a detailed answer. Maybe I should do another video about that, about college. I see a lot of you guys are in college. By the way, being the tallest guy doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're the tallest guy, you're the shortest guy. It doesn't matter. If you are approaching girls, you are going to get attention. All right, question and answer. Let me take my steroids. I forgot to take this thing today. Steroids, boys. Okay. Yeah. You can. Someone says probably the best thing for college is to make someone where people come to you instead of mass approaching. Yeah, you want to make it seem as natural as possible. That's the key. You want to make it seem as natural as possible because the thing is this: people are not going to fault you for making friends, but if you are like clearly hitting on girls, you're gonna have issues. Just don't mass approach, and you'll be fine. Yo, isn't it so crazy how we're in a society now where they punish you for being attracted to women? Isn't that kind of wild? That if you're a guy now and then you actually start approaching girls, they can punish you. By the way, this doesn't only apply for college. Same thing with malls. If you approach too many girls in the mall, this can happen to you too. You can get banned from the mall. Okay. So you want to be aware of these things, guys. Same thing with the mall. The mall, if you're going to the mall, don't approach 20 girls in the mall. Don't do that. Go to the mall, do a session, approach maybe like two or three. Okay. Don't approach direct. Approach um, indirect. Lucas says, to be honest, it's only happened in the US. Yeah, but you gotta adjust to your landscape, man. If you're in Europe, fine, go direct. It doesn't fucking matter. But if you're in the US, you do want to be careful, man. The US has become so soft. All right, let's do a few more questions and I'll end the live. Okay, let's do like two more questions or so, and I'll end this. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Where's the best places to approach? Everywhere there's girls, man. Honestly, everywhere there is girls, you can approach in the grocery store. You can approach in the mall. You can approach on a college campus. You can approach on the beach. You can approach in a bar. You can approach in a club. I mean, dude, it's actually very simple. If you just think, where do people go? That is a place to approach. Okay. But the only thing about that, though, is that each place you go approach, you want to think about the nuances of the venue. The way you approach in a library is not the same way you're going to approach in a nightclub. It's not the same way you're going to approach in public transports. Okay. So ideally, Nick, you want to think about maybe two or three places that you frequent or that you know a lot of girls go to, and you want to develop a system for getting good at approaching in those particular places. All right. You don't need to approach everywhere, but just sit down, think, okay, where do I know that there are a lot of girls? Go there, go there, and then start practicing. I already gave you places. All right, let's see if we can get a few more questions in, and then That's funny. Someone asked me, "Do you use cologne?" Yeah, of course, bro. I want to smell good. Duh. And no, it doesn't mess with your testosterone. That is cap. That's nonsense. In fact, even if it does hurt your testosterone somehow, I don't know how it would. The fact that you smell good and the girls like it cancels that shit out. All right, let's do one more question and I'm out of here. It's funny because after this live, I actually have to go do my job. Guys, I'm working like 7 days a week now, man. 7 days a week. It's crazy. No off days. That's another thing that kills me with social media too, man, because I don't only do social media. Social media is not the only thing I do. So I'm like, oh god damn, how do I find time for all these things? But this year though, I want to move it around so I can put more time into social media. But I'm in the process of what do you call it, shifting my lifestyle right now. So you guys will probably see. You guys will probably see like in the next few months. You'll be like, oh, he's posting more, 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 more. It will be great. Somebody put a funny ass freaking uh video in the Discord. How to approach a girl for NASA scientists. I won't lie, you guys in Discord are funny as hell sometimes, man. You guys post some of the most funny shit. If you're not in the Discord, go join the Discord so you can interact with other towel boys that are trying to get better with game, improve their seduction lifestyle, improve their communication skills, bro. We talk about all kinds of stuff there. Basics, how to improve your style, how to improve communication, text game. People also put posts of their field reports, like when they go out on a date, when they go out to approach, when they get laid. They also display, they also write down what they did. It's a very good community, man, because I understand that sometimes when it comes to like attracting women or improving your dating life, it can feel like you're alone sometimes in this game. Like it's only you that cares about this because sometimes your friends are not really that into it. They're not that serious about it, or they might make fun of you for doing it. When in Discord, you have guys that are just like you that want to achieve the same goals, bro. So if you want to be in a community of guys with like-minded goals, join the Discord. All right. We don't have much questions coming in, so I'm gonna end it here. So guys, it was a good live. If you're jobless right now, you're trying to make money, do those 6 jobs, my guy. And I'm telling you, your dating life is gonna go poof, through the roof. But before we get out of here, guys, you gotta make sure to always follow the first rule of Love Club, my guy. Shh, bro, don't talk about it, man. Be about it. I'll see y'all in the next one on Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. All right. Peace.